Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those uridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
Burn marks.
The report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up. If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Follow me. Ends here. Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try.
Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Duval to Resolute. Beam Crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Is he okay?
He'll live.
Not all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process. I can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking. The Takan radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's my honor.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably inhospitable planet. Traces indicate there was once living flora, but it's been dead so long it's practically turned to stone.
From what Portal told Riker, it was an outpost to defend the far edge of the Takan Empire.
Well, it's not that now. Now, it's a grave.
Looks like there used to be a bridge here.
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu 4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
Then that makes two of us. More crystals. Need a way across.
There's something alive beyond this wall. Based on the data from the Enterprise's records, it must be Portal 6-3.
I'll figure out how to get us past it.
I know you will. The biosignature is coming from this direction, I'm sure of it. But there's no getting through here.
There's always a way. I wonder if this place was always so lifeless.
Commander!
Look at that.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
I assume you've noticed the bridge we crossed to get here is no longer tangible.
Ah, bit of a problem.
If logic prevails, there's a way to get it back by finding the right crystal to phaser. I'm getting some faint tetrametric readings from inside that mountain.
Then I'll head over there.
And I'll stay here, in case the bridge decides to come back.
Good. Tetrametric. Better go see what's different.
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
We'll make sure it's safe.
Incredible.
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No. Not a match.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Doctor, be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Okay, I finally got my mic. Just realised, actually, after half an hour playing, it's not working. But welcome. If you've have been watching all this time, welcome to the stream. So, just gonna quickly put a message out just to... So that should hopefully be better. There's been me muting every time I cough and. Okay, let's get this back. Host to. Ah, mass shooting. Cool. Sorry, that probably sounded worse than it was. I meant
There's nothing like
a
this
lot of
in any
people
Federation record.
phasering. I apologise for any
Thanks.
apologies. There's a lot of bad things out there. Ooh. Missed those comments, but no life. Hey. Looking forward to this bit.
Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools. In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian. I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone for so long. If it is true, how did they return?
Draconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
There is a war looming that could engulf the Quadrant. We want you to help us bring about peace before it gets to that point.
Peace always comes at a cost.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
What are you doing?
Wow, that made me jump. Which I suppose it is supposed to.
Where are we? Where's my team?
They're safe where we left them. That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, John Rydek.
Worked out a name. Bit of testing, I'm sure it's going to happen here. It'd be interesting to see what the other option, other than being nice this time, or intellectual like Riker, but I am being good on this one. Typical Federation officer.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takan. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss. The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
I see you're hurting, and I understand your pain. But pain shouldn't stop us from moving forward.
You do not understand me, nor the pain I feel for the loss of our once glorious empire.
Almost musical there.
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Copliard do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority?
Good question.
It makes no sense. Not by my logic.
The Federation isn't an authority to be obeyed. At its heart, it's a set of principles meant to ensure the survival and safety of all species, regardless of their origin. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now.
That was like...
We need you.
Yay.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
Fair enough. I suppose the question is, try to persuade him.
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Takon Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people. The betrayal of my oath, and everything I vowed to protect.
These aren't the Takon you knew. They're a facsimile. They're imposters. And they tarnish the Takon name.
We faced these questions in my time as well. What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Takon plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Takonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake.
Fair enough.
I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
The Takon Empire is gone. It had its opportunity and proved unable to survive. There must have been a reason the Takon have faded to a distant memory. It ran its course. And those of us who are here now deserve to choose our own fate.
You said the Takon vanished for a reason. I cannot claim our empire was without sin. I'm curious to see these scions masquerading as true Takon. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Takon.
Fair enough.
To understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return.
No, fair enough.
Commander!
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed.
We got friends.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
Beam me up, Scotty. Or beam me up, Guardian.
Whoa.
This is all I need.
Interesting.
Away team +1. Ready to beam up.
Will we talk about this next scene, or are we going to go lower decks next scene? Oh no, back to this ship. Oh yeah, this is lower decks, isn't it? So.
warp cores.
The overload incident.
Interesting.
Like the Andorian incident, maybe.
If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
But where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers. I
Sounds
thought
like a
you
doctor, not
would
a...
know what to do.
We understand how to operate it under normal conditions, but not the intricacies.
You're in good hands. We can do this.
I trust that you can.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
Sabotage. I'm sure that's a song, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's Beastie Boys, wasn't it? Back in the day. Was never a big Beastie Boys fan myself. Or even a small Beastie Boys fan, to be honest. Found a couple of their songs alright, but that was about it.
What are we dealing with?
Okay, that's scanny, football-y thingy. Radiation resistance, cause and protection, protecting the warp cause matter/antimatter reactor chamber. Okay, that should be where the crystals are. One of 4 warp cores powering the cell D thermal output indicates each core alone could not sustain the sustained minimal warp, but harmonic infusion at least 2 cores would produce an exponential increase in power. So for 1 of 4, its core could sustain the minimum. Each core alone could not sustain, so I think everything but 1. Oh, I've got to scan something else. Probably this. I'll scan that. Scan that. Can't go any further up. Right or left. Do I have to change it to another thing which I forgot how to do? Ah, there we are. Q. Changes that. Chemical. Colour's promising, so looks like we've got it. Complete scan.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Otari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
I bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
Well, let's go and check that console down there and see if it does tell us a few things. If I can remind myself of the way out. Ah, she's already there. Bit slow off the mark. Another drink.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen? The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent.
Yeah, so get it warm, I suppose.
Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity.
Okay.
The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Start thinking about an escape plan. I have a feeling we're gonna need one.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
Aye, aye. I was gonna say aye, aye, Captain, but that's not quite right. So, oh, hang on. Why do I want to? Oh, I was about to say why do I want to go down, but it's not necessarily I have to. Okay. Maybe to get to those. Nothing's there. So have I gone too far? Okay,
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
makes sense. Let's do it, Captain.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom... We don't know how much damage that Cartabula will do if we accidentally crack it open.
There goes the galaxy.
Could be that bad.
We'll get it right.
Come on.
It's not a Star
Let's
Trek
get
warp
shooty,
core,
shooty.
but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
Okay, so if I keep that in. Okay, so if you're not working this out, I'm having to try to keep the mouse in there, but it keeps moving the cursor away. So I've got a little bit of pressure on this to do this. There we are.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
There we are. Boom.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical
So
level.
two down.
Ejecting core.
Is that good enough, or do I have to get rid of
One
one
more to
more?
go.
They're here.
That's what I thought.
They're cutting through the door.
Ah,
don't have
so
much
under
time.
pressure. Runny, runny, run, run. Let's get going.
Same as before. We just got it.
Avoid the phaser fire. Don't stand there. Oh, yeah. Shooty, shooty this time. Not the shooty, shooty I was expecting. Okay, be careful. Rules from last game. So I've got a short out there saying how much, how I was thinking I was getting the hang of that. But, and I get died straight away. Yeah, there we are. So this is going to be a restart, obviously. Okay.
Okay.
So
same
instead
as
of trying to
before.
explain them all
We just got it.
together, let them get nearby and then do it. Okay. We'll stop that person there. Okay, other side. Come in. Okay, there's exclamation mark once. something I was going to do before. Yeah, I can see where I'm going just about.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
So one of us is going to have to fire, one of us is going to protect us.
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done, or we're all dead.
Oh, it's me fiery then. Okay. Sorry. Okay, shoot aiming. There we are.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting
Gee.
core.
Like that was good. Friend got hurt though, but that's...
Warp drive disengaged.
She looks alright. Hello, Light Deck, how are you?
You did it.
I'm all good, thank you. Other than I realised my first time. Oh, hello, Gemcraft as well.
I think so.
Hello. Sorry I missed you all. We're starting in the wrong order. All good, thank you. Other than the first half an hour, I realised I was muted, which was
Can
annoying.
you climb?
Oh, okay. Anyway, how are you all, lovely people in there?
My friend.
I know you're asking questions between yourselves as well. Eventually. Yeah, precisely. Oops. Gotta pay attention a minute. Because I've completely lost track of where we were.
You want me? I'm right here.
For anybody who doesn't know who's watches this or watching this, Gemcraft Game does a nice hidden cats game out there. If you look for Gemcraft Games and Hidden Cats, I'm sure you can find it. Great fun.
Not you too.
Calm yourself, child. It will all be better soon.
I was hoping I was going to have a chance to shoot it.
Wake up, Manko Umet. Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
You don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
As long as she's alive and her memories are still in there, there's still hope.
Hope is what you
We
turn
have faith
to
for the
when
heart
nothing
here.
left you can
Or
do.
at least I do. I have faith for the
And
heart.
there's still something I can do for Itasca. And I shall.
galaxy. A stranger amongst us.
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage.
The Resolute is primarily a research vessel, if that's what you mean. Not a warship.
Although she has been known to hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
He's up and breathing.
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Tekon Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly joined the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
The Federation prides itself on its inclusiveness. I'd say it's one of our greatest strengths.
As the Vulcans say, infinite diversity in infinite combinations.
Yeah, infinite diversity.
I'd be curious to meet one of these Vulcans.
Engineering it is then.
If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this is merely a research ship, I won't be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front.
I'm usually very trusting, but I don't know if I should be. Let's be trusted.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent.
Solano's gonna flip when he hears this.
I'll see you on the bridge.
I'm gonna have to explain it to the captain.
Captain Solano,
So
I'd like to introduce you to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tekon Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
I've learned it's a very prestigious position in Tekon society. Or was, I suppose. Not just anyone is selected for the role.
And fewer still are suited for it.
How impressive. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what, exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
You said you needed my help. I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
And we do need your help. Absolutely. And we are grateful that you decided to come.
And your captain has an odd way of expressing his gratitude.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. And clearly it's with the Tekon.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Tekon, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Tekon. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything? Ridiculous.
Captain, I know it's a risk. But right now it's our best shot at finding Galvan and that ship.
Here she was, naive enough to believe it wouldn't be a problem. Little did she realize the levels of ignorance and incompetence she was up against.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little rock.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego. I will not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
I'm sure that captain's gonna hang me and draw me and quarter me.
And to think, I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize that's supposed to be in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
I might otherwise agree, but you're missing the most important point. He's a Takan, and he may be loyal to the Takan, but not to the Scions of the Flame. He's against everything they believe in. You heard what he said.
Equivalent to Federation and
Too much
Marquis, I
at stake
suppose.
to be wrong on this.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally. I can't afford another screw-up. Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough. This could be the end of my career.
Captain, you have my word. I will do everything within my power to protect you.
I appreciate that. It's not just my career on the line here. It's both of ours. I'm going to trust your instincts on this one. I just hope you're right. For both of our sakes. Let me know if you find anything.
Well,
We're good. You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
here it
To
goes.
find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology. If this Scion Gallivan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours.
Interesting. Sorry if I'm quiet for a bit, but I
The
like to
galaxy
listen.
is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
How
I
long will it
found
take?
something.
Seconds.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone is using Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Rydek to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
But we've got a
In the Palisades
solar
cluster.
system, so I
Interesting.
think.
Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar, set a course for the Palisades cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
No apology necessary. Your concerns were valid.
Nonetheless, I should learn to trust your instincts, which were absolutely right. Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted
Really?
it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Interesting.
Engineering.
Take care of the Taconian device, and I can find Galvan for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions. Or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvin's ship.
Why would you trust me with this?
I cannot be sure I trust anyone on this ship. But you and I came to an understanding on Delphi Ardu. That will have to be enough.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
Sounds fun, Gem.
Engineers would have found this device already if it wasn't well hidden. Better to rely on my tricorder.
Ah, so somebody else's cat. Oh, sounds fun. Do you just have one cat, Jen? I know this is not your one you were chasing, but...
There's a lot of noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out. That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Fair enough. Okay, do I have anything close to this? We're at my wife's village, and her parents' home. They have lots of cats around, and one of them is trying very hard to make us adopt her. Oh, cute. No, just thinking of a couple of cats that hang near around the village where I am, because I don't have any cats or dogs. They do. Yeah, cute kitty. Yeah. They are always welcome in my garden. I always pet them when they come around. Okay, that's... No going down on this one. But is there any more to scan from this side? Oh, hang on, maybe. Thought I had something there. No, hopefully, that's going to be in here, maybe. Or maybe not. Okay. No, nothing in here. Okay, so what a workout. I think it's find more energy. I realised I was not paying enough attention there. Have I got anything from here? What are those waves over there? Ooh, I think we found something.
A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
Okay, one more thing to find. So let's get the tricorder open again. Just make sure it's not obviously in this room. Nothing quite as obvious as the radiation I saw earlier, is that? That's where we were looking at earlier. Can't click on there again. Just double check the corner I was in. No, won't necessarily. Yeah, as much as I'm trying. Well, let me get down there. Probably don't have to re-scan this, but wow, oh, hang on. Yeah, radio, not necessarily radio waves, but waves again. So I don't have that screen there.
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
Brilliant. So, is this where we have to redo the scan the warp core? It's not quite the desk from the Enterprise D, but it reminds me of that, and I do appreciate that in there. I am a very much Enterprise D aesthetic person. Not a big fan of the warp core though. I do prefer either the Enterprise or Voyages warp core. And that one. Wow, there we are. I'm the weirdo wandering around with a tricorder in front of my phone like a phone. I suppose it's the room where we hadn't got anything in before.
Found it.
King. Ooh.
Excuse me. Do you belong here?
Why are you asking me
Commander
that?
Rydek. I'm sorry.
Realised who I am.
I didn't know it was you.
Good check
Paul.
that.
Calloway, right?
Yes.
When we're coming
You know,
on.
it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
I was looking for you.
Under the console?
Dropped my tricorder. But I do need your help. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something?
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty.
Didn't say here on the middle screen. But
Well,
it could
I'll
be
leave
him.
you alone already. Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylus?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Thank you.
Definitely. Still thinking I'm suspicious about Paul, but that would be interesting.
Maybe Tylus saw something.
Did she send me to have something taken off over? Hang on. Before we talk there, I'm going to just have a quick look around. Okay. Oh, that was... I suppose that's a force field. I think it's supposed to stop stuff coming out. I have to admit, I do like the sick bay. It does look really, really good. I know I was briefly down here once before, but... I have to admit, I do like sick bay. Really nice.
Tylus, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
There's something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Taconian technology. Does that mean there's a scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member. I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
I'm thinking it could have been Miranda, but I'm not
It's
sure.
entirely possible it was Miranda who planted the device before we caught her.
But we can't assume anything at this point. It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
You don't have to do that. I trust you.
If it makes you feel any better, it's not me, I promise you.
I know.
But that doesn't mean it's not you.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Clear.
Don't
Yeah.
sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
Yeah, long job.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering.
That helps.
Yeah, would they have come in here twice or just done it once?
I'll filter out the duplicates.
Oh, so it's take out the two.
This is manageable.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
Ooh,
Let's see who's
free.
left.
Oh, that would be interesting if it was.
No. This can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And no one would question him. He's the captain.
I actually
I've
didn't
known
expect
Captain Solano
that.
for almost
No,
my
he was a bit of an
entire
idiot.
life. I wouldn't be here. Or who I am without his help and guidance. If this is true. If they really got him. Then this is just devastating.
I know it doesn't look good. But we don't know for sure. Not yet.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to
God.
do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it.
I didn't actually expect
I've
the
found the
captain to be.
device.
Fair enough.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal. Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire.
Thank you, Jem,
but
for coming in.
It was there.
And it's appreciated going in there. Thank you. Well, oh, better press something.
We have to somehow intercept him. How long till he arrives?
Oh, he's much too far ahead of us. We'll never arrive before he does. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Takan were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew, and it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
I don't know for sure. We're still investigating.
And we're losing valuable time. Bioforming was so rare in the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Whoever you suspect, proof is something you will have to provide on your own.
I'll have it. Once I've bioscanned the person I suspect. I just need to visit Dr. Duval.
What if it's potentially
It's
not
quite the claim. Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
And it would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this? If you fail, that's it. The end of your career. Maybe your life.
I don't know if it's possible to be ready for this.
I respect the honesty. I'm in. But we can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim. Or this could all blow up in our faces.
presuming?
Long and hard
It sounds like he is.
Trust.
Good cut space there. Blood of battle.
Down to one reactor. Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Takan enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
Fair
So
enough.
where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
Find a working console. Looks like there's hopefully one ahead. Okay, can't read it from there. I suppose there's a case of get around. Doesn't. Oh no, it doesn't look like I can draw my phaser. Oh, is this crouchy time? Yeah. There we are. I did a spacebar, which is a good thing. Oh, looks like I have to actually do something here. Okay.
I got the ship's heading.
Looks like this will
They've
change
changed
that.
course. Drastically.
Looks like they're headed here. Usonia system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Zeldi's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Okay. Oh.
Oh!
Don't think I did that properly.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep up. If they keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps, they're going to tear it apart.
Zeldi is still made by a Lydian hand, despite all this Takan corruption. We'll hold.
We just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
I'm feeling very short with being around that guy. Where's this going? Oh.
Your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
What about you? Is there another plane of existence for you? With every passing battle, as I get older,
We only get one life to live. I'm not counting on anything coming after I close my eyes for the last time.
then you may never understand this, but please try. My people have a special journey. When Illydians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes. Death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Takan use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind. You want to save the transformed. So do I.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released. To think of what she could be going through right now.
I know it's awful to think about, but if they're still alive, we can still try to help them. We lose that option once they're dead.
I had a sister, a twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with the symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely. My sister was the closest person in the world to me. I knew she would be different after joining. But she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister.
You should try to see her again. When all this is over. Maybe things have changed for her after you've been away for years.
I couldn't go back. Not now.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do?
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spilled together. Itasca was my family in that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe. As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us?
You are many things.
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
They not cease this madness.
Oh.
What
Looks
is
like
this
we lost
place?
control.
Is that the Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it. Just like the Zeldi.
Now there are two ships. Did this just get better? Or worse?
It certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many lives. Stolen.
Optimism, Captain.
Really at the heart of this fight now. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do about it.
This doesn't look like the Aphelion. What are they doing here?
You don't think they're just meeting their buddies?
Maybe, but then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer.
The storm! It's back!
Oh. Is this another avoiding Green Knight then again?
Scanning. Metric radiation is dropping. The Zeldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off
Interesting.
just the one warp core now.
That means...
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
Ah. Makes sense. We need to get on that other ship. Captain.
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong.
That's not suspicious.
In fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
Intriguing. Just in case I've picked somebody. The thing is, I know who I can trust most, but the person who I should probably have on my side is this guy.
Commander Westbrook, a word, please.
I'm busy here, so let's make it quick. What's this about?
The captain may have been compromised. I have reason to believe he's been bioformed, and is now actively working against us.
Come on. You can't be serious.
Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Taconian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu 4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan.
That's ridiculous. I just spoke with him a few minutes ago. He was as normal as ever. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
You don't understand. This is not a joke. I'm absolutely serious. If Captain Solano is a Scion, it means he purposely evaded the bioscan to avoid detection.
I'm sure he had more important things to do. You've rarely put your trust in me before. Which, ironically, only makes your story more believable. You're clearly not looking for whoever is most likely to go along with you. If you go through with this, and you're right about Solano, you'll be the new captain of the Resolute.
I hoped I would be captain someday, but I didn't want it to happen like this.
I'll have your back, but you damn well better be right.
I'd better be. I agree. Wow. This is interesting. I know it's only a game, but I don't feel right still doing this.
It's now or never.
Captain Solano.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will.
That's definitely not
What you'll
acceptable
find is that
behavior
I'm
for a
quite
captain.
reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready. Or, if you're gonna stand in the way of the mission, I can find you in the brig instead.
It's merely protocol, Captain. All officers that touch alien soil have to be bioscanned.
I know the protocol. It's not more important than chasing down these Taconian marauders.
The crew looks to you for guidance, Captain. It may seem like a nuisance, but it would set the right example.
What is this?
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you. I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post. Now. Do not make me tell you again. I've been a starship captain since before you were in the Academy.
I refuse. So do the others.
Well then, you've left me no choice. Security to the bridge.
God, actually, this escalated.
Arrest Commander
Rather than
Rydek.
that was quick.
Take her to the brig.
On what charge?
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Captain, please reconsider.
I've given my order.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a scion.
You're out of your mind.
Commander Rydek has proof.
Oh, let's click on that.
He sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this. He planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu 4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Takan in our midst, Portal 6-3. He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a scion.
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself. Oh!
Okay.
Wait! Stand down! That's an order!
What is the meaning of this? Everyone hold until we get answers. This cannot happen on the bridge of a Federation starship.
I'm not gonna just take command like that.
I can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
If you're wrong, there's no coming back from this.
I'm going to settle this once and for all.
I hope it really is, otherwise I'm in the brig. That looks like a smile.
Commander Rydek was right. Captain Solano has been compromised. He's been bioformed into a Takan.
I didn't actually expect
As
it.
the Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I'm relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
God, I got some of the boots too, FL.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned.
We all are.
Well, there's no going back
agree
now.
with that.
You are, rightfully, the captain of the Resolute. And I'm with you from here on out. I need you to know that.
I've always wanted to be captain of my own ship, but I never imagined it would happen this way.
I don't think anyone could anticipate something like this. But you learn from one of the best. And you'll be one of the best. I know it.
Oh, I upset the other two, was that? I suppose I'll get this over and done with. Whichever seat I sit in, it's going to feel wrong.
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Yes, Commander. Sorry. Captain. On your command.
I wish I could say engage, but...
Engage.
I can! Bit of TNG, I love that bit. Definitely needs something to break the silence. And here it is.
We're taking fire!
Red alert! All hands to battle. battle stations. Shield status.
Set to maximum, but with the algorithms compromised, they may not do much.
Captain, that other Elydian ship is here.
The Zeldi?
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, that's the
We're
one on
outnumbered.
cruise on.
Captain, your orders.
Evasive maneuvers.
Aye, Captain.
The Veskar's warp engines are powering up.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, is that warp drive off?
Warp engines are offline.
Oh,
That
damn
must
it.
have been their goal. They didn't want us to chase the Veskar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
Ah,
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldi before it destroys us.
Diaz and Edsalar still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
okay. Can we get close enough to beat them all over?
Come on.
Almost have it.
Oh yeah, they have to
No,
refix
we're
that,
here.
haven't they?
Hurry. You got it?
Got it. Diaz to Resolute.
We read you, Diaz.
This is Ermot. It's good to hear your voice. Is Edsalar? Is she with you? Everyone wants to know.
Are you kidding me? I couldn't get rid of her.
I don't doubt that, Petty Officer.
Can you get us out of here?
I can't transport you out while the Zeldi's shields are up. Our phaser fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship?
We'll
Spacesuits?
find a way.
Whatever you do, you'll have to be quick about it, because we can't give you much more time. We can't evade the Zeldi forever.
Understood. Diaz out. We're gonna have to get out of here the old-fashioned way.
Elydian ships have no escape pods.
We can leave out that cargo bay we transported to before. But then there's the vacuum of space to contend with.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Interesting.
Is that even possible?
We're gonna make it possible. Unless you have a better idea.
Crates with atmosphere, I suppose.
Let's go.
I've polarized the hull plating. That should allow us to take a few more hits.
Bit of Enterprise NX-01 there.
Phaser impact dissipated.
Oh, I love the music.
Attack pattern Delta. Target ventral power couplings.
Aye, Captain.
Oh, that reminds me of
Zeldi in
Raffican.
range.
Fire!
Don't think I'll press the button so quickly.
Zeldi's shields down to 82%.
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back. We'll run out of hull before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Oh, hello
I
there.
can modify your impulse engines to amplify their meager output and avoid more of their attacks. But I will need full access to your propulsion systems.
That goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations.
Not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
To me, it's simple. You can take this meeting and weapon it. Or will you put your trust in me? I've left everything behind for you. The least you can do is put your faith in me.
Commander Ermot, give Bortle access to the propulsion systems.
I've gone so far.
You're going to have the ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
This will take a moment.
Chief Engineer's not going to like me for this. Oh, that's gonna feel weird. That'll be interesting. Star Trek episode in black and white, maybe.
Your ship has let up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. One of these freight containers should do the trick.
Be quick.
Okay.
We need one big enough for all of us to fit inside. Something we can make airtight.
Oh.
Damn it. Not this one.
Okay, let's try this one.
Go, here we go. This'll work.
We can do this.
That's great, but it's not airtight yet.
No problem. We'll just seal it up.
This container is extremely heavy. Even with the containment field open, it won't leave the bay quickly. I'll find something to accelerate our exit.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, whatever he finds. Oh, use the S button.
Glancing blow. Very little damage.
I cannot keep this up for long.
Their phaser banks are recharging. Now's our window. We have to strike back.
I agree.
Their next barrage could be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of their bite.
That could make them run. Just like the Veskar, we'd lose Diaz and Etzelar again. Hit their engines. We've already lost the Veskar.
We need to protect ourselves first.
Target their propulsion systems. I don't want them going anywhere.
Targeting their engines.
Felt right for them not to be able to go anywhere. But
Whoa.
yeah, of course I can fire, but
We gotta move it now.
hopefully we can still move.
These will give us the push we need.
Those are
Interesting.
explosives.
We'll ride the blast right out of here. All set.
I'll set the
Yes, we
containment
go out
field
with
to
a bang.
deactivate, then run back. We can detonate by remote.
We'll need to seal the doors from inside the container once we do.
Before all the air sucks out of the cargo bay.
Take a deep breath. Come on, come on.
Just a few more moments.
Hurry! What are they doing in there?
Oh, can we save her? Probably not at the time out of time, aren't we? Oh, God. I was hoping we could save her. Oh,
Please,
that doesn't help.
help me!
No. The Takan get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die.
I don't know. Can we really leave her?
Look at her. She's not a threat. It's now or never.
This ship can't fly. Sidron set it to self-destruct. Please,
Can we
Alexa.
get her in?
It's not her.
No. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors.
Don't leave me.
Get this lifeboat off the ship before Citron blows it all to hell.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. I've got to better save her.
Hurry!
If we can save her, we can save Miranda. Okay, I agree with that, to be honest. So,
Etzelar to Resolute.
I have the awaiting.
Go ahead.
We're about to exit.
We see the cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Get that tractor beam ready. And you should know, the Zeldy is set to self-destruct.
get ready to
If we
walk.
do enough damage to the Zeldy first, it'll prevent the self-destruct sequence from completing.
We can't wait any longer. We have to fire.
Captain, they're almost out of there.
We need to act fast.
Hold all fire! Get out of there, Petty Officer. Do it now!
You heard her.
It'd be weird if I tried fighting against myself, trying to do two different things.
Detonate!
Room, let's check the room. Okay. Is it me or am I getting TARDIS vibes? Right, anybody else getting TARDIS vibes right now?
We're out. I have them on sensors. Tractor beam activating.
Locked on and ready to fire.
Fire.
Fire!
I just realised that probably means Miranda's dead unless she's gone on the other ship, which is entirely possible. I'm glad it's not just me who's getting Doctor Who vibes. I presume that's what you're defoing about. You know, I would love to see a real life crossover with Doctor Who and Star Trek.
Tractor beam's locked on. We have them. They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly.
There's something else. I tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Zeldi detonated.
Sidron.
Interesting.
There's a Takan structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here. Now.
I have to see it for myself. We'll go there together.
I had assumed as much.
Is this the Takan arsenal Galvin was after?
Legend says this region once held the sacred mysteries of the Takan Empire. Our greatest treasure. Our most fearsome technology.
I want a full security detail. Westbrook, Bridrosian, you're with me. Mr. Ermont, you have the con.
Wait.
Oh, wait till...
You're not the first officer anymore. The captain is supposed to stay with the ship. I'm surprised Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Rydek knew what she was doing.
You're right. But this is too important for me to sit out. You'll just have to make sure nothing happens to me down there.
Of course, Captain.
We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Ermont?
Yes, Captain.
Good point. Oh, I was about to say he's coming with us, isn't he? I was about to say we should have a commander. Nice title. As much as I want to really carry on, I've got to take a break at some point tonight, and I think I'm going to leave it here for this evening. I want to say thank you for watching. I'm going to see if there is anybody on Twitch I can raid. I haven't done this for a while. I've completely lost the screens I'm supposed to be looking at. I cannot find what I want. Is there anybody I know? There's somebody I'm following, but I've got no idea who they are. I'm just going to quick look for Star Trek stuff. If there's something decent where do a raid. Just have a look at somebody a minute. Interesting. Unfortunately, I think I've got to just leave it for this evening. And yeah, thank you for your words, Light Deck. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for this evening. Again, thank you very much for watching. It's been appreciated. And yeah, hope to see you in a stream, whether it's yours, Light Deck, or somebody else's, or even mine. Again soon. See you soon.